Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. Hope everybody had a very good Thanksgiving weekend and holiday. This is your Let's Get Ready for the week ahead, November 26th through November 30th. Let's go ahead and get right into it. For the Friday that passed, as you can see, a lot of red on our screens. Amazon was down again, a lot of the FANG names. Facebook down over 2.29%. Google was also down 1.28%. So a lot of red on the screens again for Friday. Apple took another drop of 2.5% on Friday. So this is your heat map from Friday. So I'll keep that up for a second. That's from FinViz. As far as our sector scanner, also from FinViz, let's go ahead and look at some of the charts and see. We have the agricultural sector trying to make a double bottom here. The DBA trying to hold this trend line here on the DBA. That's the base metals. The diamonds, which are the ETF for the Dow Jones Industrials, trying to hold that 242 level on the Dow Jones. The emerging markets staying within the range here and pulling back to about the middle of the range. Gold trying to push above that down-sloping trend line there. Hack trying to form a bottom here around $34. That's the cyber and security ETF. The IBB trying to hold this recent bottom here around that $100 area on the IBB. That's the pharmaceutical companies there. IWM also trying to hold above 145, 144 area on the IWM. JNUG, not much going on there. The marijuana ETF MJ trying to hold above this $30 area on the MJ. The OIH oil taking a hit this week. We'll get more into that in a moment. But the OIH grinding down still. The Qs trying to hold up above 155 area on the Qs, closed at around 159.21. We'll look at the Qs closer in a moment. The SMH trying to hold this $90 area on the SMH. As far as the SPY itself, trying to hold this 263, 262.50 area on the SPY. Let's go to the next page and we'll look at some other sectors real fast. The TLT was moving up this week, so when the TLT moves up, the bond yield is moving down. So TLT moving up, bond yields moving down a bit this week. You see your volatility indexes, the TIVX trying to get above and hold above 50 here. UVXY, pretty much same thing, might be coming up to a resistance spot here. As far as oil, you can see the USO, the ETF for light sweet crude oil, just getting annihilated here on this daily chart. The dollar has been very strong in this strong uptrend, which hurts international companies in the United States. The XLF, trying to hold this $25 area. Warren Buffett came out with his 13D a couple of weeks ago. He's in a lot of financials, but right now not helping them as the financials are grinding down here. And the XRT, the retailers, took a hit. All right, on the retail ETF, and right now trying to hold this $44 area on the XRT. So that's some of the sectors courtesy of FinViz. Let's go ahead and look at some of the information we need to get ready for the week ahead. We'll go ahead and look at the calendar courtesy of the trade exchange. For Monday, we have the 8:30 Chicago Fed National Activity Index coming out at 8:30, and then the Dallas Fed meeting at 10:30 on Monday. We do get some numbers at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday from China industrial profits. A lot of Fed speak coming up this week, as you see here in the red. On Tuesday, it's endless Fed speak. On Wednesday, it tapers down, but it is the boss man himself, Jerome Powell, will be speaking at 11:30 on Wednesday, the 28th. Thursday, the 29th, we get a couple of Fed speakers here. On Friday, we get John Williams at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Now, we do get the 2 o'clock on Wednesday, the FOMC minutes. That's kind of hopefully, maybe we'll see if the Fed's going to be a little more dovish or if they're going to stay hawkish as far as the interest rates go. So that's a big day on Wednesday at 2 p.m. We have the oil numbers coming out at 10:30 on Wednesday, and we have nat gas numbers coming out on Thursday at 10:30. So there's your economic information once again, courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Here's our weekly sector performance of the S&P 500. As you can see, not much to the green side there on those sectors. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other things that we're going to be on the lookout for coming up in December. December 18th and 19th, we do get the next and last FOMC meeting, and that'll be coming out on the 18th and 19th. Are they going to raise rates here? That's the question. And they do have that 19th announcement, and also they'll have a meeting at 2:30, the presser. So that'll be the last time we hear from the Fed in December, the 18th and 19th. So circle your calendar for that. That'll be a very important day. That's only a few weeks away. As far as earnings for the week ahead, this courtesy of Earnings Whisper. Before the bell on Monday, we have JKS, Jinko Solar, JKS, the symbol there. And then we move into some bigger names on Tuesday after the bell. Salesforce, CRM. Nutanix, NUAN, will be reporting after the close on Tuesday. We get some more retailers coming out before they open on Wednesday. Burlington, BURL, Tiffany, TIF, DKS will be reporting before the bell on Wednesday. Box, Vivo will be reporting. Guess Jeans will be reporting after the bell on Wednesday. Before they open on Thursday, we get Dollar Tree, Abercrombie, and Fitch. After the close, we get Splunk, SPLK. We also get Palo Alto Networks, the leader in the cybersecurity space. We get VMware, Workday, WDAY, symbol there. GameStop, GME will be reporting, and Hewlett Packard also reporting after the bell on Thursday. Friday, pretty much a bunch of no names for Friday, but as you can see, Thursday after the bell, we might get some action in some of these names that report after the bell. As far as Bitcoin, this is a daily chart. This is courtesy of TradingView. And as you can see, Bitcoin breaking below 4,000 now on the Bitcoin. And then let's go ahead and get into my sectors. As you can see here, oil down for the week. Light sweet crude oil down 11%. The USO, the ETF for light sweet crude oil, down over 10% for the week. The SLX, the steel sector, was down 7% for the week. The KWEB, which is the China Internet ETF, down another 5%. The Qs were down 5% for the week. SMH down another 5%. OIH down 5%. NASDAQ down 4. So you see a lot of selling going on in the markets that in that week that passed. The S&P 500 was down almost 4% for the week. The marijuana ETF was down almost 4% for the week. ROBO, the ETF for robotics. NVIDIA is within this ETF, ROBO. That was down almost 4% for the week. The IWM down about 2.5% for the week. To the upside, basically, we had the VIX gained 7% for the week. Not something that you want to see. Still with a 21 handle on the VIX, so still room for more fear to come in on the markets. Like we said, the TLT was up this week when the TLT moves up, bond yields move down. And that's pretty much the markets. Let's go ahead and look at the sector performance for the week. The XRT, like we said, down about 5%. Anything related to oil just got hit. The XOP, which is the oil and gas exploration, down about 7% for the week. The XME, metals and mining ETF, down about 6%. XLY, down about 4%. And the XLV, the healthcare sector, down about almost 2% on that. The utilities were up fractionally for the week. As far as the Dow Jones 30 stocks, as you can see, Apple got hit the worst this week, down 10%. Boeing got hit 9% this week. Goldman Sachs, they shaved another 7% off of that one this week. And we had Visa down 6%, Caterpillar down 5.5%, Home Depot dropped about 5% for the week. Cisco dropped about 5%. Walmart also about 4.5%. So you see there was a lot of selling going on in the big names. To the upside, basically, we had Travelers, TRV, the only green stock for the week, up fractionally for the week. TRV, Travelers Company. All right, so that's some of your stocks in the Dow. Let's go ahead and look at some of the charts. We'll start here with the SMH. Right now, the SMH is trying to hold this $88 area. All right, we had made a low back here in, I guess that's in October 29th. Our low was 86.95. Currently, we're trying to hold above this 88 area. I would like to see the SMH get back above $92.50 to see if we can get going. Now, as you notice, I keep a 5 EMA. That's the yellow dotted line. I would like to at least see us, get above and stay above that 5 EMA on the SMH. Now, we just came through a holiday week, so the volume on the SPY this week for Friday was 42.8 million shares. So definitely holiday volume there. The SPY right now trying to hold this 262.50 area for the SPY. We have the October low on the SPY of 259.85. Now, if we do come down and test this October low and bounce off that 260 and get some momentum and get back above the 5 EMA on the daily chart, well, then maybe you could say, for now the worst is over, because we haven't really done a big acceleration to the downside here. So we are definitely in the oversold camp, all right? And we're due for a bounce. But if we do break this 260 area, I have been saying on my videos that we could get down to these February lows here, which are currently at around 252.92. All right, so we'll call it 253. So that is a possibility. We'll see how the week plays out. We don't try to predict the markets. We just react and look for pockets of strength or stocks to short. And so for right now, that's the SPY. We'll take a look at the QQQ. Almost same thing, right? We've been trying to hold above this 155 area. The February lows for the QQQ, we have that down around 150.13. Now, prior to that, we have this 155 area on the Qs, so we want to see that hold, and we would like to see the Qs get back above the 5 EMA and this 162.50 spot for the QQQ. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly charts for the Q and the SPY real fast. So as you can see, the 100 SMA for the Qs on the weekly chart, we have that right around 154.74. So we'll round it up. We'll call it 155. That's why that's such an important spot on the Qs. So we'll see where they want to land us. As far as the SPY, the 100 SMA on the SPY for the Qs on the weekly chart is at 259.18. So we'll call that around our, lows in October, which were 259.85. So that 260 area, 259 area is going to be very important for the SPY. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPX, the S&P 500, which is the same as the SPY, but this takes a little bit of the noise out of it. Now, as you can see, we're hanging around this 10% correction area from the highs here, which are at 2603.5. So that would be about a 10% correction in the markets. As we move down, a 20% correction would be at 23.36. So I don't know if that's going to happen. We'd probably have to break the February lows first in order maybe to get a 20% correction. But right now, this 25, 32, 25, 33 area is important. That's around those February lows of 25.33. We had that low back on Friday, the 9th of February. So let's see if we're going to test that and bounce back up. But first, we'd have to break this 100 SMA on the weekly chart. So let's see how they want to play it out. Now, Monday, I would expect is going to be another light volume day. And then Tuesday, things should pick up as people get back to their desks. Friday was a half a day last week. Friday, the markets closed at 1 p.m., so that is definitely a reason why we had lower volume in the SPY because we only had half a day of trading. And we also had Thursday that the markets were closed. So pretty much a holiday week. Wednesday was kind of a travel day. So this week after Monday, we should really start to see where they want to take this market. All right, so that's going to be built. Now, the home builders held up this week. Home builders were up a bit. The airlines were getting some buying this week. Bitcoin down around 20% from its highs. They're taking down all the oil stocks right now with oil moving down. Gold, like I said, was up slightly from their highs. Apple's down about 26%, Facebook's down about 40%, Google down about 20%, and Amazon is down from its highs about 27%. Now, the IBB is trying to hold this support area of $100, and the XBI also trying to hold this support around $73. We'll call it $74 on the XBI. So let's see what those can do. Can they turn us back up? And the XBI is trying to get above and hold above the 5 EMA on the IBB. Trying to get above and hold above the 5 EMA and holding above that $100 area on the IBB. All right, so that's some of your markets that we will go over. We'll take a look at some of the best stocks and the worst stocks. Before I get into that, I should mention that for the week, we had the Dow Jones, sorry, for the day on Friday, we had the Dow Jones down 179 points. We had the NASDAQ Composite down 33, and the S&P 500 were down 17 on Friday, just to catch up on that. If you would like to try out my service is ZoZoStockWatch.com. We are a swing trade and day trade service. We talk about the markets throughout the day. We look for we give alerts in the room. We also have screen sharing. For the Black Friday holiday, we are running for $19.95. You can jump in and try my service for $19.95 for a full month. You get full access to everything, swing trading, day trading, as if you're in a member. Cancel before the month is over, and you will not be rolled over into the following month. All right, so if you would like to try our service for 30 days here for the month, $19.95 for new members. All right, and this link will be posted in the description box down below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the best stocks for the week, and then we'll take a look at some of the worst stocks for the week. First one up is TSRO for best stocks. This stock has chatter and takeover rumors around it. Looks like it could be just getting started here on the weekly chart. This stock was up 62% for the week, so a nice move up. GMDA, another strong one, a biotech name, up 49% for the week. Overstock had news come out on Friday. They drove this stock up 19.5% for the week. XOMA had a very good week, up 21% for the week on that name. CSIQ This stock moved up 9% for the week. Sedge in the solar space was up 4.5% for the week. AMRN, another biotech name, was up 8% for the week. This is the weekly charts you're looking at, by the way. As far as some of the home builders, we had KBH up 17% this week. LEN also up 8% for the week. Toll Brothers, TOL, this stock jumped 9% for the week. So Toll Brothers was up 9% for the week. BZH also climbed 7% for the week, another home builder. And lastly, in the home builder space, we had PHM up 8% for the week. Billy was up for the week, a recent Chinese IPO. They had earnings come out. Stock was up almost 3.5% for the week on BILI. OMER, another biotech name, stock climbed 11% for the week. PDD came out with earnings. This stock climbed 10% for the week. PCG with the California fires has taken a huge hit on this Pacific Gas and Electric. For the week, though, the stock was up 34%, but as you can see, down quite a bit from the highs there from the California fire. Now, from my understanding, the fires are completely out, 100% out was the last news report that I had on those fires. So you might want to keep an eye on PCG. Another stock that was actually up this week was Whirlpool, up 7% for the week. INVA, another biotech stock, up 10% for the week. TLRY, also climbing. A cannabis play, up 8% for the week. JACK, they reported earnings this week. Stock rose 11% for the week. They're also doing a share repurchase program at JACK. ANY in the smaller space, this stock climbed 169% this week. In the service, we grabbed that one a few times for intraday trades. TIS on Friday, we were trading this. For the week, the stock jumped 88% for the week. So we traded this in the pre-market on Friday, and we got a very nice trade out of that one. But for the week, it was up 88%. BCRX, also another biotech stock. This stock up 28% for the week. And that's some of your best stocks for the week. Some of your worst stocks for the week. First one up is ABIL. Stock dropped 46% for the week. They came out, they're going to be doing an offering, which means dilution to the shares outstanding. So ABIL dropped 46%. ESEA, they had earnings come out. Stock dropped 38% for the week. Goldman Sachs continues to move down. Here's that head and shoulders pattern, and we broke this neckline. Stock dropped 7% for the week on Goldman Sachs. Another stock that was down was Zscaler. This stock dropped 17%. Square was down 14% for the week. PayPal also dropping this week. Stock was down 10% for the week. NVDA, the leader in the semi space, or one of the leaders in the semi space, down another 28% for the week on NVIDIA. Keep an eye on that one for a possible bounce next week on NVIDIA. DCIX, they came out with earnings. Stock dropped 20% for the week. SORL, which is an auto parts stock, this stock dropped 15% for the week, actually 16%. SORL, auto parts company. GEO also dropping this week, down about 4%. Oops, sorry, GEO dropped 30% this week on GEO. And let's see, we also had down for the week TOPS, Tops, another shipper. This stock dropped 17% for the week. ACB, cannabis play, stock dropped 9% for the week. CGC, cannabis play, dropped 5% for the week. APHA, this stock dropped 14% for the week. Some other retailers that were down. We had Nordstrom drop 13% for the week. BBY also had their earnings come out. Stock dropped 8% for the week. A lot of the retailers took a hit. Williams-Sonoma dropped 12%. Target, after their earnings, the stock dropped 17%. JD had earnings come out at the beginning of the week. Stock dropped 20% for the week. ROST reported earnings, stock dropped 17% for the week. L Brands, they cut their dividend. Earnings came out. This stock dropped 16% for the week. Kohl's, KSS, this stock dropped 13% after they reported earnings. HTBX, they did an offering and we were dropping on this one 13% after that offering came out. AQST, they lost a court ruling on AQST. Stock dropped almost 40% on AQST. LULU was down this week. Nothing was safe this week. Down 14% on Lulu. MA dropped down 9%. Visa dropped down 6% this week. JEC, they came out with earnings. Stock dropped 14%. GE continues to grind lower, down 7%. Folks are getting nervous about General Electric. This might take down the whole market, this General Electric. Now, it doesn't have the same firepower that it once did, but it is a very big company, and it just will not stop going down another 7%. That is one of the worries out there on Wall Street, General Electric. Another one is Deutsche Bank, down another 7%. So a couple of stocks there that folks are nervous about. Facebook dropped this week, down 8%. Apple, as we spoke about at the top of the video, dropped 10% this week on Apple. Netflix, all the FANG names, NFLX, sorry, all the FANG names were down. Netflix down 11% for the week. Tesla also got dropped 6.5% for the week on Tesla. Valet, they've been ordered to pay about $26 million on Valet. So this stock dropped 11%. Alcoa was down 10% for the week. And lastly, FCX was down 10% for the week. So in conclusion on the markets now, it was a tough gauge for the markets last week. It was a holiday week. Like I said, we had Thursday, the markets were closed, half a day on Friday. This is a big test coming up for the markets. Now, Monday, I'll give a pass because we could have a lot of traveling going on from the weekend holiday. But Tuesday, when we get into all that Fed speak, it's going to be a big test for the markets, and we're going to have to see where we want to go. Now, if you're just a swing trader, I would keep my powder dry right now. Wait to see if we can get back over some of those key numbers on the SPY and the Qs and the SMH. See what stocks are going to stand out as market leaders. For day traders, opportunities will be out there intraday, and since it is going into the holiday season now, keep an eye on a lot of low float stocks and small stocks because they can pop during this holiday weeks coming up. All right, this is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. I will be out with another video later in the day, and that will be my stocks to watch list. This is your let's get ready for the week ahead. I hope you're more ready for the week ahead than you were before. Please support the channel. Hit the thumbs up if you like these videos. It would be a great help. And have a great Sunday. We'll be back with another video, Stocks to Watch.